Okay, I have a very interesting effect to show you today. And before we get into it, I need to do a little bit of housekeeping. I need to point out to anyone who's new to the channel that I will often give multiple examples of different shuffles that can be done at certain parts in a routine. Now, those are meant to give you a variety of things to choose from. They're not meant for you to do all of them every time. Otherwise, you're going to put the audience to sleep. And some people have complained that, oh, what I've shown them just takes too long. Well, my routines often are not meant to be done exactly as is. Pick and choose the elements that you would like to focus on. Don't do everything, which is something I point out, and you can tailor it to any time period that you like. I just wanted to clarify that. When I say you can do this or this or this, choose one of them, but I'm giving you options. I am essentially a magician for magicians, not an end product magician. So today I'll show you a card routine, but in the process, I'm going to be teaching you some brand new ways of mixing what we call AMP structures. Now, the one I have down here below is a more transparent version. So I have two aces, two twos, threes, fours, fives, and sixes. So the pairs of interest are adjacent. They're right next to each other. So this is called adjacent mirrored pairs, which is often abbreviated AMP packets. Okay, so what I encourage you to do is create something like this that's very transparent, and then work alongside me with what I'm going to show you for these various shuffles. I'm going to be working with this packet up here, which to any spectator is going to look like a random selection of card values, suits, and colors. Okay, so let me gather these, and let me just point out kind of what we'll be drawing from. And I want to quickly show you where we are in the larger picture, okay? There are only three different kinds of structures that we primarily look at on my channel. The first one's a two-cycle. This is a cyclic construction, like 1 through 6, ace through 6, ace through 6. A mirrored structure, like ace through 6, and then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ace. And the one for today is an AMP. This is where the pairs are the very cards that we hope to reveal in the end. Okay. Now, I recently did a video regarding two cycles, and I gave you dozens of ways of mixing this while preserving its structure. A couple of simple ones are the Charlier shuffle and a just ordinary cut. For mirrored structures, we have the stay stack principle. That's well known, and there are hundreds of ways of mixing a mirrored structure like this one and not harming it. The one that has not been talked about very much is the bottom one. So that's the one we're focusing on. I think I've only shown one shuffle thus far that actually preserves these, which we'll talk about this today as well, a Bessie 2-2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate these very quickly, and you can watch the shuffling and decide for yourself, how in the world could I finish with any knowable outcome after all of that mixing? Well, hopefully I will be able to do that because all of these preserve this structure amazingly. So follow along with the ace through 6 little packet that I showed you. Okay, so the first one on our list are even cuts. Okay, so if you like cut 4 cards to the bottom, that won't hurt this structure here. In fact, I have an AMP structure up above, and I've even listed the one that I'm working with right here, if you want to come back to that. Now, it's moving cards around, but it's moving them around in some sense in pairs and blocks, okay? Coats, this is where you can deal out, say 6 cards or 8 cards, even number, drop the rest on top, and then dealing, as long as you deal out an even number of cards, you can now randomly stack these, and believe it or not, it will still preserve an AMP structure. Okay, pairwise transpose. This is where you just deal to the table 2 cards. You're switching the order of 2 cards, and then we stack from left to right. If you stack from right to left, it's actually a packet reversal, which also preserves these AMP structures. So stacking either direction is actually safe to do. Push off pairs. So you just push off pairs, random places, randomly pick these up. Spectator can decide this. That's the important thing. Okay. push off any even size piles. 4 there, 2 there, 2 there, 4 here. Random stack. If I can pick them up. Okay, there you go. And then the final one is this Bessey 2-2. This is where you take 1, 2 from the top, 1, 2 from the bottom, 1, 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom, 2 from the top, 2 from the bottom. Okay? So these are, in some sense, more basic ones. And these will work for any packet size of an AMP, which is nice. Now, there's some more powerful mixing you can do right down here that we'll quickly show you. But it does require a multiple of 4 cards. Now, we have that here because I have 12. 12 is 4 times 3. Okay, so the first one, so you have to do these in pairs. The ones that are next to each other, you have to do both of them to achieve a mixing that will keep the AMP as an AMP. Okay, so K. K stands for a Klondike. This is where you're taking the top and bottom off as 1. Okay, that's a Klondike, but you have to follow it up with another shuffle. Here it's the left, right with random stacking. That's important. Spectator decides that. Okay. Now what you can also do is, before I did the random stacking just a second ago, you can flip either half and then randomly stack those. So if you want to introduce card flipping, that's a way to do it. So that's why it's called L, R, and then F for flip. Next one, a Klondike again. But now we're going to follow it up with an even or odd up jog. Either one works just fine. So an up jog. An even up jog is where you jog forward the even position cards, those in positions 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, random stack here. Okay, so if I randomly stack these, we're looking at this one right here. If I were to flip first and then random stack, it would be that one. Okay, so it just depends on whether you want cards face up and face down, which you can, but it will preserve this structure. Okay, so you're safe to do that. And then the last little pair is a Bessey 1-1. So you go 1 from the top, 1 from the bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. Okay. Now it might look the same as the Klondike, but it mixes the packet in a very different way. Okay, so that's the important thing. You can check that. Just set up ace through queen, perform a Klondike, look at the order, and then perform a Bessey 1-1 and look at the order, and you'll realize those orderings are completely different. Now we do have to follow the Bessey 1-1 with either a left-right shuffle with random stacking or an up jog, as we'll see in a second. Okay, so we can randomly stack these, or we can come over here and maybe flip this one first and then random stack if you want to introduce card flipping. Okay, and then let's see, a Bessey 1-1 again, 1 from the top, 1 from the bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top, and last one goes on top. Okay, and then an even or odd up jog, and then once we strip those out, you can randomly stack the 2 halves or randomly flip 1 half and then randomly stack. Okay, so maybe we'll go like that. And then the final one for today is one I'll probably talk about in my next video because it's a remarkable shuffle because of what it does. It's called the Charlier 1. So it's a Charlier shuffle in which you move 1 card at a time. So this, you move the top card into your other hand. The bottom single card goes on top. Top single card goes on the bottom, bottom to top, top to 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 bottom, bottom to top. Okay, so that's called a Charlier 1. And one of the reasons it's so remarkable is it actually amazingly preserves all 3 primary structures. And there's no other shuffle that I'm aware of that will preserve all of these, all of these individually, okay? Except for maybe a packet reversal, preserves all 3 of those. But the Charlier 1 is not a packet reversal. Okay, well, boy, you would think that after all of that, this packet would be in some unknown state, okay? Well, let's just see if that's the case. So I'm going to slide this off. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to push off pairs like this to the table. Just see where we are. centering things very well. Sorry about that. Okay, well, I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but I do have a written prediction over here, so let's just see what that says. Okay, what did I predict would happen? Each pair of cards will be either a club and a heart or a spade and a diamond. A club and a heart or a spade and a diamond. So here's a spade and a diamond, club and a heart, spade and a diamond, club and a heart, spade and a heart. Okay, that one failed. And then a spade and a diamond. Okay, so it looks like we have one blasted exception to our prediction. Our prediction was almost 100% correct. I can't, oh wait. Except for what? Except for what? The Queen of Hearts and the Ace of Spades. It will be the only pair that breaks our pattern. Whoa, how did I do that? How could I possibly write that prediction ahead of time and predict the outcome of all of this mixing that we did with many, many choices freely made by the spectator along the way? Well, it's for the simple fact that all of the shuffles I've shown you today preserve AMPs. So if it looks something like this where the pairs are preserved, you just push off pairs as I did, and they'll be the very pairs that you wanted at the beginning. You can check that here. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and take a look at my other video. I can link it in the description below that talks about 2 cycles and the many ways that you can mix these and not harm them. So thank you again, and take a look at other videos on the Absolute Math Magic channel.